Hey everybody, it's Rachel. I'm really excited what I have on my craft table today. It is themed. It's all about coffee. So for those who love coffee, this video is for you. So I recently, in one of my videos, I did a craft haul from Target and also from Hobby Lobby. And I had purchased a double tiered tray, and I wanted to put it next to my little coffee maker and make it into a little coffee bar. It's not really big, it's actually relatively small, and I just wanted something super cute there. And I'm making this black and white theme with a little bit of gray in there. And of course I got to add some buffalo check to it because, well, that's just kind of my style of decor. So I got a lot of smaller signs. Now, I can't remember the order which of all these videos are going to come out, but the last video, it's kind of funny. The last video I just created yesterday, I worked on a lot of large frames, if you will, or large blanks. And in this one, I'm going the other direction. So, you know, having small designs and small pieces has its challenges, as well as the larger pieces. So I don't know, there's always a good mixture of likes and dislikes about each size with working with home decor. So we're going to start off with the main size. Oh, and also all of this, all the blanks, if you will, they are all from Hobby Lobby. And if you've been around my channel long enough, you will know that I love to redo their decor. So that is what I will do. Now, I don't have individual pictures of each one, only because I actually took a picture of, I have a bunch of blanks, and you'll see in my tour, and again, I don't know if I have, at this point of when I'm making this video, when my craft tour will get released, but you'll just have to check my channel if it's been released or not. But anyway, I have collected over some time now a bunch of Hobby Lobby's stuff that goes 75 to 90% off, and so I like to use those and redo them myself. So anyways, with that being said, I was gathering pieces to see, you know, how I want to decorate. I had what I want to put on there in mind, and just trying to think of how everything's going to get laid out. And so you'll see, I'll post a picture here. I'll actually give you a second to take a look at that. So in this picture, you will see all the items that I have that are from Hobby Lobby. So what they looked like before I made changes to them. So and that is going to be the position. I think that's going to be the position of everything. There's one thing I may change, and that is going to be, there's this little spring on one of the decor. I'll bring it over. It's let me bring it over. This, I don't know if I'm going to take this off or not. I'm going to just kind of play around with it and see how it looks after everything is done, only because I have a little greenery in the background of it. And if you notice in that picture, if you want to rewind it for a second, go ahead. But there's a little green tree in there that has that same type of spring. So I don't know if it's going to provide an off balance of that, but we will will see. And I will show you a little video or picture, I'm not sure at this point, what it will look like at the end of this video. So I will make sure, either way, whether it's going to be a short little clip of that or me taking a picture of it and showing you at the very end. So make sure, if anything, stay to the very end to get some inspiration how you can make a tier tray for your coffee bar. So I'm going to go ahead and get this centered, and then we'll move on to the next one. I think that looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and scrape that. Now, I think most of these, now some of them are already pre-designed in Design Space, so I used all of Design Space stuff, but a lot of this I Like for example, I found a text that I liked and used that, and then I found a little coffee cup that I wanted. However, this coffee cup didn't have these little squiggles, so I borrowed it from another coffee cup, but I didn't like the coffee cup design, but I liked the little the symbol for the heat. So I will, when I link everything, I'll give you the reference number for the coffee cup, and if I still have it in Design Space, the link for the little heat symbol. But again, I'm not sure if I still have that in Design Space. I might have, I don't know. Sometimes when you slice things, it doesn't always show you the image or reference number or image number. Love it. Coffee bar open 24 hours. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to a design that has a black background. So I'm trying to go back and forth between white and black. And this is not going to be one of my longest videos just because they're all relatively small. There's 6 in total. So not a whole lot of going on here. I mean, I know that's a lot, but again, they're really small, so they're not going to take too much of my time. The one thing I think is going to be the most time-consuming thing is making a beaded string. So that is probably going to be my most time-consuming part, only because I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge trying to get them fed through the twine that I will be using. So again, this is from Hobby Lobby, and I just sanded it down, and then I went ahead and painted it black. So I use this one, this black I use is the Waverly chalk paint that I used. I don't normally shop at Walmart, but we had to go there for something. I forget what it was, and the other YouTubers that I watch on occasion, they'll use the Waverly chalk paint. So I thought, well, why not give it a try? And to be honest, I really do like the Waverly chalk paint ink one. It's called Ink, I think is what it's called. And I really do like that. So it's been working really well for me. But my white is still Folk Art paint. Can't remember the name of it. Now, this is permanent adhesive, and the black vinyl is removable vinyl. It just happened to be, I really wanted all matte looking vinyl for this. However, I don't have any white vinyl that is with a blue backer, so it'd be kind of boring for you guys to see at least 3 or so projects of me weeding out something that y'all can't see. So I was willing to just kind of deal with it, and just because I wanted to make sure you guys see the weeding process, and that's why I went with glossy for the white and then matte for the black. Plus, you know, honestly, it's not a big deal. It just gives a little bit of a contrast with the vinyls. Okay, so this one just says, but first coffee. Again, this is all going to be for coffee. And I think, no, I'll have to do that. Okay, and then I will piece some of this here. I think I mentioned in one of my videos, if not, it will definitely be releasing soon, that I have a new sander, and sanding is like a new thing for me now. I don't know why I didn't get into sanding sooner. I mean, an actual electronic sander. I was doing everything by hand, and I hated it, and that's why you guys see a lot of cardstock in my video, because I just didn't want to sand it and then have to paint it. And that still holds true. For example, this one, I pick and choose my battles because I didn't want to try to get inside here to sand all that off. So it's just easier to add cardstock to that. And there's one other one that I did add cardstock as well. And now the rest, though, that was easy for me to sand and less time consuming and easy to paint, I painted it and sanded it, of course. So there's only 2 in this project that I had to add cardstock. Now there's one that was natural white, so you'll see that it's a little tag. and that was already natural white I got from Amazon. Okay, let's go ahead and add this. Now I just want to make sure that I'm okay with this being my top, and I think I am. And then let's get this cleaned off a little bit. Let's go ahead and add this one. So again, this just says, but first, coffee. Okay, got that all centered. Go ahead and scrape that down real good. Now, I have mentioned in previous videos that I typically use iron-on, but I really don't know if I want to commit to just this in my little decor. I might want to end up redoing it. So that is why I'm not choosing HTV for any of this. So I think it's going downhill just slightly. I figured it was. I was thinking it was the transfer tape that I didn't get aligned, but I think it's going down just a little bit, but honestly, I think it's going to work out just fine. The next one we'll do is this cute little home sign again. Look at the picture at the beginning of the video. You'll see what it had on there. I can't remember, but I liked that this was a natural gray. This is going to tie in really well with this one. I really liked the side of that. Now, I didn't do this. It came like this. So I like how that ties that all in together. And plus, we need a little bit of a variation aside from black and white. Or at least I think we do. And I believe the beads, I will also have a little bit of gray in them as well. So this one, since this is the shape of a home, I just spelled out home and used that same coffee cup design plus the different little heat symbol, just like in the first one that we did. I just try to give some consistency in the design here. Okay, and then I'll bring in my transfer tape. Oh, you know what? Going a little too fast. Forgot one little part. Okay. Now I did think about, or thought about, I should say, using gray HTV as well, but I was a little weary about that in a sense of I was afraid that the grays would not line up or match up, I should say. So then I just decided just to stick with black and white and let the sides of the decor be what it is. Okay. Again, I just sanded it and painted it white. Now I'm going to add this cute little SVG. Actually, this is not SVG. I just created it myself. And I used Times New Roman for the font. Again, you guys, I use it a lot, quite a bit in my channel, just because I really do like, I just think it just looks so classic on a lot of things, especially when it comes to something like this. But of course, we can disagree. I think we got it. Go ahead and scrape that down. Perfect. Peel this back. Oh, I think that turned out really good. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into another one. Okay, so the next one is this cute little round. Again, it has some type of design on it, and I sanded it. It's a little bit dusty, but I sanded it and added some black chalk paint. Now I'm going to have to see if I have an idea of how I want to rest it up against something, because obviously there's no support. If it's not going to work and it's going to move around too much, if it accidentally gets bumped, then I'm going to add like a square dowel to it to give an extra support. So we'll see, you know, how that will play out. So this just has a cute little coffee cup. Oh, you know what? Oh man. I just realized I was supposed to keep that. All right, relatable moment. I'm gonna keep this just in case I mess up. Okay. Because I feel like this is gonna be easier to center. Okay, so what happened was I accidentally weeded the wrong part, and I was supposed to keep the outline of the heart, not the inside. So luckily this didn't get damaged too badly. So you really just need to make sure that you slow down when you're weeding, but I'm in a little bit of a hurry to get this done. Oh, geez. Look at me. Take it slow, Rachel. All right, very good. I feel like we've all kind of been there, right? All right. So I don't need this anymore just because I was able to rectify. I kept this because I feel like this was going to be easier to put on this in case this one wasn't going to be that easy, just because it's very flimsy. I'm actually going to keep that just in case. I just know myself, and sometimes it's just best to go ahead and keep that just in case. You never know. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, there we go. Love it. Okay, let's go ahead and get into another one. Okay, now we have this one. Again, this is the one I'm not sure I want to keep, but I'm going to leave it there just in case I like it. And if not, I will just have to, well, at this point, I'm not sure because I really do need to make up my mind. I'm going to go ahead and look at my phone here. So you'll see that what it looked like before. And I'm just looking to see if I like it. And honestly, I don't think I do. I think it just needs to come off because, again, you can see here that I have that there. And I just think that it's just going to make it look all off balance. So, decision made. And what I'll do is pull it out. There you go. That was easy enough. And then now this is becoming my bottom, and now this is my top just because I want to hide that hole. And then I'm going to keep this just in case I want to add it to something else. All right, let's go ahead and weed out the middles. I'm hoping to use the one transfer tape for everything. I did have to get rid of one just because there was a lot of dirt on there from the paint and sanding, so that had to go to the garbage. Okay, and I'm just making sure I don't have, not that I can't weed out the middles after I weed out the negative space, it just makes it a little easier. I wish they had this in permanent, but they don't, at least not that I know of. Okay, now this one I did not use any, I don't have font information. This was a design from, I just typed in coffee in images, so I don't have any font information for you on this one. And I'm trying to be more aware of the grid lines because, you know, they really just mess with my eye, and then I take too long to figure out, is it centered, is it straight? Now I most certainly could use my ruler to measure it, but I don't know, even then sometimes it still messes with me. Okay, perfect. So then let's go ahead and bring this one in. I did make this a little bit large, so I'm going to be very careful. Scrape that down. And then let's peel that back. Ah, perfect. Turned out super cute. This next one, and now this is the other one that I did paper. I did cardstock, I should say. And this was from Hobby Lobby from their, well, this is wall decor, so it has to be from their spring, because I would never buy this without it being on clearance. And this is another design that, you know, I'm going to try something. Sometimes I think that the Oracal just needs a little bit extra pressure to make sure it sticks to that carrier sheet. But anyway, so I just added cardstock. I just think it's a little bit easier to do that than it is to paint. That's just me. This is another design also that I found on or in Design Space. This is not something that I created. Again, I will put the reference number in the description box for you. So just make sure that you add that pound symbol or, you know, hashtag symbol. I refuse to call it a hashtag. But anyway, just make sure that you add that number or that symbol, excuse me, when you are searching for that design in Design Space, because you'll need that in order to search for it or it will not populate. Unless they have updated that and changed it, but I'm almost certain they have not. Oh, okay. Oh no, I need to come back and fix you. Okay. And then let's get this. Just going slow just to make sure that I don't pull up anything. That is not supposed to come up, right? Okay, this one is a little tricky. Okay, come on, you can do it. I have faith. All right, perfect. So before I wrinkle that all up, I want to make sure that I got everything. So I got where's with apostrophe, my coffee. So in the comment section, let me know if you love coffee. I absolutely love it. Been drinking it for several years, and it's definitely a must. Which oddly enough, actually, I don't drink it on the weekends for some reason. I only drink it when I gotta go to work. Okay. Let's see. Is this going to be enough? Just trying to get an idea how much this is going to get cut off. Okay. I might have to have it go up just a little bit here. I'm a little weary of that. Okay. Ooh, I have a little bit of, you guys, just got to use your scraps and piece it together like a little puzzle. There we go. Perfect. I'm really trying to just use one piece of transfer tape for everything. I do have a little bit exposed down here, so I want to be careful not to scrape that because it will lift. Okay. Now, when I put this on my cardstock, I'm going to be very careful to lift the transfer tape up because I put this down, the cardstock down, to ensure that it will fit, and then I could not get the darn thing to come up, so it's not fully secured in there, so it's going to be interesting. All right. Yeah, I can definitely cut this down. Okay, I'm going to need to cut this down just because it's very tight in there as far as how this is going to get played out. All right, let's go ahead and get that. Perfect. Because the next two are super small, so I'm not going to have to worry about that. Oh, and there it is. Oh, no. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Whew. Oh, no. Well, it ripped. All right, so what I'm going to do is add some double-sided tape. I'm hoping I'm still going to be okay given that little area. I knew that was going to come up. All right. Oh, and well, this is what it looks like, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and get this pulled up. Okay, and then I'm going to have this go in here like so. There you go. Now it is all secured, and then let's try this again. Got it. I have one little area around my C where I'm a little bit apprehensive about, just because I accidentally ripped that part up, so we'll have to be super careful in that area. Okay, let me gently peel this up. Oh, goodness, was not paying attention. And you know what? I mean, I can kind of see it, but I don't know if you can. But honestly, I think it's fine. Now, I will tell you though, when I put this in my tier tray, I'm going to have to push this down because it's going to go on the bottom part. And so it's not going to be able to stay up, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get into the last two of the project here in this video, which happens to be the two smallest decor in this video out of the 8 that we have done. And it just says sugar. Who takes sugar in their coffee? I don't. I just do, or creamer. Let me know if you're a creamer or you do both with sugar and creamer. I actually just do milk in my coffee and that's it. And you add sugar, I absolutely just will not go for it. Too sweet. And I used to like creamer in it, but I don't anymore. I don't know why or what changed, but I don't like it anymore. I just like good old cream or good old milk. Okay, I think this little acid needs a little bit of assistance. There we go. Perfect. And then now this rolling pin I got from Hobby Lobby, and it came in a pack of 3. So, and then we're not done with this one. We're going to do a cute little bow. So I'm sorry that you guys can't see it. I'm just trying to align it, and it's facing me more so than the camera. There we go. Now I'm right justifying it for, I want to add a cute little bow next to that. Okay, where's my scraper tool? There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and add a cute little bow to this. Okay, so I made this cute little bow off camera. I'll be honest, I am not a great bow maker, and I didn't want to showcase something that I am not good at. I will actually link you I just typed in how to do a small bow, and this YouTuber came up. I think she does sewing stuff, and I just followed it. It's great. It's like 3 minutes long, and she shows you different sizes that you can do. In fact, I need to go up a little bit. With different size ribbons. So it was really helpful. I go to her video when I want to go ahead and make small bows. So I'll be sure to link her. I think they're called finger bows, and I'm just trying to get a good position of where I want this to go. I'm having it go up just a smidge because when it lays down, it's going to want to, kind of roll down a little bit. So I might have to try to maybe put a little thing of hot glue on it. I don't know, something, or double-sided tape. That probably would work. So that way it won't roll, but I think the bow is actually helping it. So I did that with this one, the finger bow. So I'll be sure, if I forget, someone leave it in the comment section if you're interested to know who I watch. Again, she was just, I don't follow her on YouTube. I should, just to support her channel, because I can't tell you how many times I've gone to that same video. I'm just trimming this up just a little bit to do these cute little finger bows. So I don't want to take credit for something that I did not create. Okay, perfect. This one I did off camera. Originally I had it on this side, and I didn't want to cut it again. And actually I want it to go, I had it going the wrong way, and I didn't want to cut all of it out. And what I'm going to do is I have these beads I got off of Amazon, and then I have this, what do they call this? Baker's twine, I believe that's what this is called. And I am going to hopefully add this. Actually, I think what I'll do, I'm not going to use baker's twine. I think this is just going to, well, I don't know. We'll see. My goal is, so in this pack, we have some buffalo check. And I want to kind of, I'm actually going to go ahead and move that over. And then I'm going to utilize this just to kind of get my spacing. Oh, that's not going to work. I was hoping that this would, oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. And then I'm not going to use, well, actually, I think they're the same beads. So what I'll do is, I guess I don't need all of that. So I'll do, I'm not going to use the stripes. I don't really like the stripes. Okay, so I'll use, sorry, I got glue on my fingers. I'll do that. And then I'll have, let's see here, black, gray, nope, white, then buffalo. I think I like that process. Okay, so then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get that all twisted, and then I will first, oops, do that. And then I am going to go ahead and tie this. You know what? I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm liking the baker's twine. I'm going to use my just regular twine. Got that all done. So I'm going to, you'll see that I had to cut the ends a couple times. What I should have done was maybe tape the end of it. And that way I wouldn't have that issue. Okay, perfect. So there is our short little thing here. And then I think, you guys, I think this is going to be too much. Too much. Let me know. I'm going to keep it just in case you guys think it's a good idea. I'm always up for other people's fresh eyes. Let me clean up real quick, and then we'll bring in everything together. We'll talk about it for a good minute, and then we will go ahead and take a look at how the tier tray got decorated. Well, here they all are, all 8 of them. They were a lot of fun to do. And I know it's not a lot of color going on here, but they kind of just bring their own little specialty. I love how the grays match, and also, as luck would have it, the grays match with this one as well. So that's super nice. Again, I bought these beads off of Amazon. If I find it, I bought it years ago, but if I can find it, I will link it. And I also bought these tags a year ago too, so from Amazon. But the rest of these all are from Hobby Lobby, including this. Now, and of course, also all of this like designs like this coffee cup was from Design Space, except for I didn't like the heart that they had in there, so I took that out and added a heart that I liked. And then this was a Design Space design, and then also so was this one. But the rest are all from just fonts, me pairing fonts. And of course these coffee cups too, those are from Design Space. But if you remember, the little heat symbol there, that was from a different cup. So that's why if I do link it, you'll see 2 different coffee cups, because I took one from another. So remember, if you don't like every element of a design, you can always contour and then mold it in with another one that you like. And that's what I do quite often in Design Space to get a design I really like. So let's go ahead and take a look at how I decorated my tier tray for my coffee bar. So here it is, our little coffee bar, and just go ahead and zoom in a little bit. But I decided to lay this thing across, which I think it kind of gives a cute little element. And then down here, you have the rolling pin and then the cute little other 3 signs. Now this one, it's just a little bit covered, so I might have too much. And honestly, you'll notice that I am missing one thing, which is the round one that had the coffee cup on there. But unfortunately, it was just going to be a little bit too much on there. And quite honestly, I think it's a little bit too much right now. But I think as long as I just play around with everything, I might be able to fit this a little bit better. But this is my initial thought for placement wise. But of course, let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and I'd be gracious enough to take your feedback. And again, it's just a small little area of my coffee bar here. It's not anything big. It's just this little counter that I guess was to fill the space. So we put our Keurig cups in there, and then some miscellaneous stuff there. And then above here, we have our coffee mugs and whatnot. So there it is. I think this all came together super pretty. I really like how this turned out. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And of course, as always, thanks for watching this video. And I hope that if you're new here, that you subscribe to my channel. All right, bye guys.